Friends, have you ever thought about why most traders disappear from the market? Why only a few people survive for years, while the rest give up within just a few months? Today I want to tell you a truth that might completely change the way you look at trading. Look, trading is not like a race where whoever reaches first wins. No, trading is a survival game. Here, the winner is not the one who makes millions in a single day. The real winner is the one who has the courage to stay in the market for years. When I started trading, I thought like every new trader, I believed that if I could just catch one jackpot trade, the game would be over. But the market showed me reality very quickly. One day profit, the next day loss, then revenge trading, then overtrading. Slowly I realized that this game is not about making money, it is about surviving. Because if you cannot survive in the market, you will never be able to benefit from any winning trade. The biggest rule of trading is simple: stay alive. The longer you stay in the market, the more you learn. Every single day teaches you something new. Sometimes patience, sometimes discipline, sometimes pain. And all these lessons teach only one thing: don't try to win every trade, just try to stay in the game. Think about a boxer entering the ring. His goal is not only to throw punches, but also to take punches. Because if he falls in the first round, he will never get the chance to see the later rounds. Trading follows the same rule. The market will knock you down again and again. It will test you. It will challenge your psychology. But the one who gets up after falling is the one who becomes the champion. Many times you will find a perfect setup, execute the trade, and still end up with a loss. At that moment you will feel that maybe the system is not working. But the truth is, it is not the system that is being tested, it is your mindset. The market is asking you a question: will you get up again, or will you give up now? And this is where a real trader is born. Once I heard someone say that trading is like the ocean. If you stay calm and steady, the waves will carry you forward. But if you try to swim in panic, those same waves will drown you. This is the difference between a winner and a survivor. A winner thinks, I will win. A survivor thinks, I will stay. And believe me, the one who stays eventually wins. So the next time you look at the charts, place positions, or calculate profit and loss, ask yourself one question: am I trying to stay in the game, or am I just trying to win? Because remember, every great trader first learned how to survive, and only then learned how to earn. No one defeats the market, but the one who learns to move with the market becomes a legend. The real victory in trading is not when your account doubles. The real victory is when you see another trading day's sunrise. When, despite yesterday's loss, you follow your system again today. And that is the real secret: stay in the game. Because the longer you play, the stronger you become. The market does not make anyone rich quickly. It only tests who can stand in its storms. The one who survived won. The one who stayed moved forward. And the one who got scared was pushed out of the game. Friends, when I understood that surviving in the market is the real victory, a new mindset was born inside me. I realized that if I want to survive, I must first learn how to protect myself. And this is where my second biggest lesson began: protect your capital. Making money in trading is not as difficult as protecting it. Many traders make profits but forget to protect their capital. Then one wrong decision, one emotional trade, or one impulsive entry takes everything away. I have experienced this myself. Those nights when the charts are closed but the mind is not, when losses go so deep that even sleep feels afraid. That is when I understood that success in the market is not about how much you make, but how much you keep. Always think of trading like a business. If you own a shop, would you risk all your inventory every single day? No, you move slowly, understand demand, minimize losses. Trading is the same. Capital is your oxygen. If it runs out, no matter how intelligent, disciplined, or experienced you are, you will not survive in the market. Many traders look for a jackpot trade every day. They take big positions and think today everything will change. But the market does not offer shortcuts. It only tests whether you have control or not. The one who controls greed is the one who protects capital. Because the biggest loss in trading is not losing money, it is losing confidence. I learned that taking small losses is not weakness. It is maturity. It is self-control. Every time I accepted a loss, I felt stronger. Because I learned that I am not here to defeat the market. I am here to control myself. Protecting capital means protecting yourself. Sometimes not taking a trade is the best trade. Sometimes no trade saves you from disaster, but it takes years to understand this. Every trader makes the same mistake in the beginning, fighting for profit instead of protection. But the truth is, profit is only possible when your capital is safe. Think of your capital as a soldier and every trade as a battle. Can an army win a war without protecting its soldiers? No. In the same way, no trader can win the market without protecting capital. So I made a promise to myself: no matter what, I will protect my capital like my life. And from the day I followed this rule, the market started rewarding me. Because the market demands respect, and respect begins with protection. The more respect you give to your capital, the more the market will return to you. So the next time you open the charts and plan an entry, ask yourself this first: if this trade goes wrong, will I survive? If the answer is no, do not take that trade. Because trading is not about winning, it is about having the strength to play again tomorrow. Protecting capital is not a strategy, it is a trader's philosophy. Because the one who saves capital today will one day earn everything from the market. When I learned to protect my capital, the market revealed another deep truth. The market never rewards greedy traders, it always supports patient ones. Because the biggest skill in trading is waiting. Trading taught me patience in the most painful way. Earlier, I searched for opportunity in every candle. I wanted to enter every move. And every time I rushed, the market took my money. Every time I waited, the market rewarded me. That is when I understood the market takes money from impatient people and gives it to those who know how to wait. Making money in trading is easy. Holding it with patience is hard. The market tempts you every day. Enter now. Don't miss the move. And traders get trapped in this fear of missing out. But a successful trader is not the one who takes every trade. He is the one who waits for the right trade. Patience is not a skill. It is a mindset. It comes when you learn to control your emotions. When you understand that every market move is not meant for you. When you realize that sometimes doing nothing is the most powerful decision. Many times you will see a perfect setup. The candle will break, emotions will say enter now, but experience will say wait for confirmation. The one who listens to that quiet inner voice survives. The real power in trading is not entry, it is timing. And timing comes only from patience. Greed is every trader's enemy. Greed does not pull you toward losses, it pulls you away from discipline. When you overtrade, revenge trade, or chase random setups, you are not losing to the market, you are losing to yourself. But when you wait calmly and observe, you are building not just a trader but a warrior within. I wrote one sentence into my heart: the market does not care how much you want to make, it only cares how long you can wait. When I understood this, my trading behavior changed completely. I stopped chasing excitement and started seeking clarity. I stopped jumping on every signal and started waiting for confirmation. One day, a perfect setup appeared. If I had rushed like before, a loss was guaranteed. But that day I waited. I let the market write its story. Minutes later, the candle showed clear rejection and a strong reversal. I entered with a calm mind and profit was waiting for me. That day I understood patience pays, greed kills. The market is a teacher that gives the same lesson every day: wait for your moment. The one who understands this never loses to the market. Because in trading, the winner is the one who maintains inner peace even amid market noise. Patience is not just a strategy, it is a trader's identity. The one who learns to wait also learns to win. When patience became my greatest strength, the market taught me another truth. Patience alone is not enough. You must understand risk, because the real secret of survival in trading is risk management. There was a time when I felt confident in every trade. The charts looked clean, setups looked perfect, emotions were high. Then one bad trade came. One small mistake, one overconfident position, and an entire week's profit vanished in an hour. That day I learned that the market never rewards those who ignore risk. It rewards those who know their limits. Every trader fears loss, but very few plan for it. Risk management is not a boring theory. It is your shield against the market's unpredictable attacks. Before every trade, you must ask, if this goes wrong, how much can I lose? The one who asks this question survives long term. Great traders always define loss first, not profit. Because profit is not in your control, but loss always is. And when you control your loss, the market starts respecting you. Trading is a psychological battle, and risk management is the weapon that keeps you calm in chaos. People say they want big profits. I always say learn to accept small losses first, because the market gives you small losses to protect you from big ones. Every time you manage risk, you are telling the market that you are here for the long term. Risk management is not just placing a stop loss. It is a mindset. How much can I lose and still remain calm? Every trader has an emotional threshold. Cross it, and you are no longer trading, you are gambling. And the market never forgives gamblers. Once, in overconfidence, I doubled my position size. The setup looked perfect, the move started, and then a sudden reversal wiped everything out. That day I told myself, never risk your peace of mind for a trade. Because if a trade steals your mental balance, it is not worth any profit. Risk management may look boring, but it makes you a winner. It keeps you disciplined, focused, and alive. In the market, the winner is not the one with the most knowledge, but the one who can manage risk in every situation. Risk never disappears, but it can be controlled. And the one who controls risk controls the market. When I made risk management my shield, I realized another truth. The real victory in the market is not in jackpot trades or lucky entries. It is in consistency. In trading, the winner is not the one who makes big profits in a single day. The winner is the one who does small things right every day. I have seen traders make 50% profit in one day and lose everything the next week. At first, I thought they were geniuses. But within months, they disappeared. That is when I understood that trading is not about short-term excitement. It is about long-term discipline. The market does not reward flashy profits. It rewards consistent actions. Consistency means boring repetition. The same routine, the same rules, the same patience every day. And this is where most people fail. They want thrill, excitement, a big moment. But trading is not a movie. The hero is the one who repeats boring things with discipline every day. Once I asked my mentor if making big profits in the market is impossible. He smiled and said, big profit is easy. Repeating it again and again is impossible. That sentence stayed with me. Consistency is not magic. It is a habit of making small correct decisions. If you grow just 1% every day, by the end of the year you will not just double your capital, you will multiply your mindset. The market can make you rich in one day, but only consistency makes you stable forever. You cannot win every trade, but you can follow discipline every day. That is what takes you forward. I chased big wins many times, and every time the market reminded me there are no shortcuts. Profit is a process, not a moment. Consistency may feel boring, but it becomes your identity. Every day you follow rules, respect stop loss, and show patience. You are not fighting the market, you are fighting your ego. And the one who defeats ego can defeat any market. Trading is a game where everyone can win, but only those survive who stand on the same principles every day. Consistency does not make you a hero, it makes you a legend. Because big profit does not come in one trade, it comes from a long story of small, steady profits. When you accept this journey, you realize that success in trading is not about making money fast. It is about never losing control. Day after day, trade after trade. When consistency became my habit, the market taught me its hardest lesson. If you cannot control your emotions, the market will control you. In trading, victory does not come from strategy, it comes from emotional stability. Reading charts is easy. Understanding candles is easy. Understanding yourself is the hardest part. Trading is a game of psychology. The market is not fighting against you. It is fighting against your mind. And the one who controls his mind survives the battlefield. After a loss, my mind used to think only one thing: revenge trade. I want it back. And every revenge trade pushed me deeper. Then I realized I do not need to fight the market. I need to fight my emotions. Fear and greed are the most dangerous enemies. Fear keeps you away from opportunities. Greed pushes you into unnecessary risk. Balance comes when you recognize both and remain neutral. A calm trader is a powerful trader. When you are calm, your mind is clear, and a clear mind makes clear decisions. I trained myself slowly. I treated every loss as a lesson and every profit with gratitude. I did not celebrate wins or panic in losses. I told myself I cannot control the market, but I can control my reaction. That is where real growth began. Emotional control does not mean you stop feeling emotions. It means you do not let them control you. The market will always test you. Sometimes with profits to make you greedy, sometimes with losses to scare you. Your job is to observe, not react. Trading is a mirror. It shows you really are. If you are anxious, impatient, or ego-driven, the chart will reflect that. But when you are calm and focused, the market responds with clarity. Mastering emotions is not a one-time job, it is daily practice. Every day you must remind yourself to stay calm and stick to your plan. These small moments build greatness. The market does not choose the smartest traders, it chooses the calmest ones. In trading, survival is not about strategy or indicators. It is about control over yourself. When profit or loss no longer disturbs your peace, you are no longer a trader. You are a master. Then I understood the final truth. The real way to win the market is to see every trade not as a story but as a process. Every trade is just one trade. Nothing more, nothing less. Earlier, I treated every trade as the one that would change everything. The perfect entry, the jackpot signal. And when it failed, I broke emotionally. Slowly I realized the problem was not strategy. It was expectation. You do not need to be perfect to win in trading. You only need to trust the process. No professional trader is right all the time. He just knows that one trade does not define his career. When you understand this, losses stop breaking you and wins stop making you overconfident. Think of each trade as a soldier sent to the battlefield. Some return victorious, some do not. Your job is to maintain strategy and prepare for the next move. Once I had 3 consecutive losses. Frustration hit hard. Then I told myself these are just 3 trades out of hundreds. When I saw the bigger picture, my mind calmed. I took the next trade without emotion, trusting only my system, and that trade ended in profit. That day I learned the market rewards experience, not ego. Every loss teaches something. Every win teaches humility. Balance is your responsibility. Trading changes when you look at trades with detachment. When you understand profit and loss are temporary, but learning is permanent. The market will give you opportunities again and again, but they will benefit you only if you are emotionally stable. Remember this every time you take a trade. It is just one trade. Win is good, loss is learning. Trading is not an exam where one mistake fails you. It is a journey where every trade makes you better. This mindset turns an ordinary trader into an extraordinary one. When your focus shifts from winning to learning and surviving, the market becomes your ally. Because every trade comes not to make you win, but to help you evolve. Every trade is a step. Every step takes you closer to patience, discipline, and maturity, and together they make you unstoppable. When I understood that every trade is just a step, I realized the real name of this game is not wealth creation. It is survival. Because the one who stays in the market the longest becomes rich in the end. Trading is not a get-rich-quick journey. It is a stay-long-enough journey. The market is unpredictable. One day you will feel in control, and the next day it will remind you that you control nothing. But the trader who survives becomes stronger through these storms. Survival is the filter that separates the crowd from legends. When I started, I wanted results every day. Fast success. Quick profits. Every fall felt painful. But with time, I realized those losses were shaping me. Every time I fell and stood up again, I became smarter, more patient, and more disciplined. That is the power of survival. Survival is not weakness. It is the art of turning pain into power. When you stop running from losses and accept them, you start walking the path of winning. The market does not reward those who want fast money. It rewards those who have the courage to stay long. Behind every successful trader's story is one common truth: they did not quit. They faced tough phases, sleepless nights, losses, and emotional breakdowns, but they did not stop playing. Survival means getting up after every fall, turning every setback into a comeback. Longevity in trading means staying active for years with consistency. That is possible only when you protect capital, manage risk, and control emotions. When you survive for years, experience becomes your greatest asset. Experience that allows you to understand every mood of the market. One day you will look back and realize that all those tough days were necessary. Because without them, you would not be this mature, calm, and strong trader today. Survival is the bridge that takes you from losses to learning and from learning to wealth. The rich are not those who made the biggest profits, but those who saved themselves. Money can be earned again. Confidence and discipline come only from survival. So when progress feels slow, remember you are not failing. You are surviving. and that survival will take you to a level where wealth will start chasing you. The formula of trading success is simple. First survive, then thrive. And when you stay in the market long enough that it cannot ignore you, you will understand the real truth. Victory always belongs to survivors. Looking back at my journey, one thing is clear. Trading was never a get-rich game. It is a psychological battlefield. It demands patience more than intelligence and self-control more than strategy. The market does not make anyone rich quickly. It only tests who can stand through its storms. Every lesson pushed me toward one direction. Survive first, earn later. Whether it is capital protection, emotional control, patience, or consistency, everything has one goal: keep you alive in the market, because the one who stays wins. There is no magic formula in trading. Success does not come from secret indicators or hidden strategies. It comes when you calm the chaos inside you, when you stop fearing losses and start respecting the market. A true trader is not the one who shows profit every day, but the one who shows discipline every day. While others overtrade and get greedy, the calm trader quietly survives. And that trader becomes a millionaire later. If you truly want to win the market, do not look for a strategy. Look for a mindset. A mindset that says, I am not here to make fast money. I am here to stay for years. The more time you spend with the market, the more it will teach you, and the more it will reward you. The market always knocks down those who want to win fast and lifts those who have the courage to stand up every time. The real victory in trading is not profit, it is peace. The peace that comes when you know you do not need to chase anything. You only need to master yourself. In the end, the one who survives in trading is the one who learns to control himself. And when you control yourself, the market becomes your playground. Stay patient, stay disciplined, stay alive. That is the real victory in trading.